Yeah. Yo, what time the plane leaving? Right. See you at the airport. Hey. I'm leaving on the next plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you know I'll never go. Even though you know I will, I'm a traveling man, moving through places, space and time.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gunn. Starting my 4-day again, but I want y'all to guess where I am, so I'm gonna show you in a few moments. So no peeking. I am in Exuma, Georgetown, Bahamas. One thing about Georgetown is very beautiful here. The views coming in is breathtaking. The water is blue and clear. And yeah, it's just one of those things you have to see for yourself. I was fortunate enough one time to get stuck here, but we don't have a layover here, it's just a quick turn. And I end up in Roanoke tonight. So I have to go back to Atlanta for a 2-hour sit. And yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it. I'd rather stay here in the Bahamas. But I just wanted to show y'all that, bring you on this little journey. But it's not really much here either, as far as you got to be in the air. But you have the fields. So I'll see you guys when I get to Roanoke. What's good, everybody? As you can tell, well, I didn't end up in Roanoke tonight. I ended up in Moline. When I had a sit, they changed my schedule, so I ended up doing a turn from Atlanta to Cedar Rapids back to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Moline. So the only good thing about it is I don't have to get up as early in the morning as I was before my regular schedule. So I get to sleep in a little bit later, a tad bit later, than getting up at 4 in the morning. So that's a good thing about it. But it's one of those things that you have to get used to with this job, is that, hey, your schedule is gonna change at a moment's notice, and they can do that. So, and yeah, today I had to cut somebody off from alcohol on the flight tonight. They were just, going at it. So what I did was, what I usually do is if they order something, and especially if it's like mixed, or even if it's just on the rocks. Let's say, for instance, if it's vodka and they want it on the rocks, I'll pour a little bit of vodka, but I also pour a little water on top of it. By the time they get to their third or fourth drink, they can't really tell the difference. Or if they're mixing it, I just, let's say a Bloody Mary, put the Bloody Mary mix in and just drop a dab of alcohol in it. Won't know the difference. Instead of just, that's what I found more helpful than just to say, no, I'm gonna have to cut you off. I just basically put a little bit in there, and that way you don't have any problem with somebody. Oh, somebody writing in a complaint, anything about you cut them off for their alcohol, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, it's pretty late. It is 12:07 Eastern Standard Time, 11:07 Central Time. So basically I'm in Central Standard Time, but it's getting late. Take my happy behind to sleep, probably get up and eat breakfast in the morning. I might skip it, just depending on how I feel. So I'll see you guys later. Good morning, everyone. It's another day. It is about almost 10 o'clock here, Central Time. Excuse me. 9 o'clock Central Time. My van leaves at 10. So I just went downstairs to get some breakfast. And, so yesterday I posted on a picture of my company's Instagram page saying that we were hiring for our new Cincinnati base that's supposed to open up next year around January, February, something like that. So, I posted in a flight attendant group or whatever. And of course, for whatever reason, you have a lot of people who are just negative, especially towards this company. And the two people that's negative about it, what's so funny is they work for the company. And, you know, that's why I explain to a lot of people, you always have to take everything with a grain of salt, because you have some people who have been with the company so long that they've grown to resent the company, but yet they still work for the company. A company that they hate so much, but they're still here. I you know, I don't understand it, you know, but that's just, to me, that's just crazy. Like, how is it that you hate a company so much, but yet you still work for them and don't bother to go to another company, and then, you know, portray negative things towards the company? And what I'm saying again, is not saying that, you know, this company is 100%, you know, Snow White or anything like that. But what I'm saying is this: every company is going to have its good and its bad, but when it becomes too bad to where I'm portraying negative on other people, it's time for me to leave. But you know, for me, that's just for me to, you know, I did it just to help somebody out, somebody that might live in the Cincinnati area. They want to become a flight attendant. You know what I'm saying? They have an opportunity. But yeah, you can't let people deter you away from going to it, working for a certain airline or not. You have to do your own research for it, and basically get a feel for it yourself. As I stated in my previous videos dealing with negative coworkers and passengers, you just have to, you know, see things for yourself. Me, I'm the type of person is, like I said before, if this company is so bad, why are you still here? You know, that's the question that you have to ask yourself. Why are you still here if it's that bad? But I'm trying to redo my schedule for December because it sucked. They didn't give me anything that I asked for. I wanted to load my schedule at the beginning of the month, and they somehow didn't do that. They gave me the beginning of the month off. I'm off on Christmas, and I'm off on New Year's Eve. But here's the crazy part. I'm off on Christmas Day, then I start a trip the day after Christmas. So I'm trying to get somebody to swap it. I have a 3-day trip worth, I think, 10 hours. That's the most unproductive thing they possibly could have gave me, was a 3-day trip for 10 hours. Trying to get somebody to take that. I might try to swindle a reserve into taking it, and I take their reserve days. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's not, you know, some reserves, they want trips. They don't care what the credit hour is, they want trips. So I may have to end up doing that if I can't drop it. So, or get somebody to take it or swap it for me. But yeah, I'm only at 69 hours for the month of December, which that's below our guarantee. So I have to try to figure something out, but I still have time. I can always pick up at the beginning of December, but you know, who knows? But I just had to explain. I wanted to talk to y'all about that this morning. About, you know, yes, my company is opening a new Cincinnati base. So if you all know anybody that wants to be a flight attendant, you know, and live in that area, or just happens to want to be based there because they have family there, we're opening a Cincinnati base next year. So. But I'll see you guys later on today. It's a 2-leg day for me. I go from Moline to Atlanta, back to Illinois again, Bloomington, which is crazy. But so I'll see you all later. I'm gonna eat my breakfast and try to figure the schedule thing out. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry I didn't get with you this morning. I woke up at 4:30. My van was at 5. I accidentally hit snooze one too many times, and I thought I hit snooze I hit snooze, but I hit off. So my alarm didn't go off. So I woke up and it was 4:30 again. So yesterday, I was working in the AF, and a guy came to the back with his guitar, and, you know, to myself, I'm thinking, like, why didn't my flying partner put it in the first class cabin? Because usually that's what we do. So I kind of seen that she was a little bit irritated. So I asked her, like, what's going on? She said, well, when he came on board, he just came on, you know, immediately demanding that we put it in the closet. And I was like, okay. You know, some people, like, some people like for you to ask before you just start throwing stuff into the closet, and then that makes more people more willing to do things for you. But so me, I was just trying to be a little bit proactive, and I was just looking for, we weren't full, so I was looking for empty seats or somebody that had an empty seat to kind of put it there just to hold it for them or whatever. Because usually what happens is most people buy an extra ticket for a guitar, or if they have an oversized, like I had a guy with a tuba, a tuba one time, not a tuba, but a baritone. And of course it could not fit up in the top part, but so he bought an extra seat for it and put it in the seat with next to him. And just some people just they just rather you ask for them versus just demanding that, hey, we do this, especially if you're not a first class passenger. Also, with empty flights, you get a lot of people that try to upgrade themselves. And I had to move a lot of people back because I'm like, sir, I understand that there's empty seats, but these are upgraded seats. You're more than welcome to move within the main cabin. And told them the only time that the exception is when the captain says, hey, we need to move people for weight and balance issues. And, that happens sometimes, but, it is what it is. So also, what's in Bloomington is, for you don't know, I just try to give people a little information on, if you've never been to Bloomington or wherever we go, what's there. So mainly Illinois State University, and that is the headquarters for State Farm Insurance. So this is just a fun fact. There's some things you want to know. And then this morning, leaving Bloomington, we were late leaving because they had an issue with their computer system, so people couldn't scan their boarding passes on going. So, and we took Illinois State's basketball team to St. Thomas today. We didn't go to St. Thomas. Let me rewind. We took them to Atlanta because they were going to St. Thomas for a basketball tournament over the Thanksgiving break. So we did that. And yeah, one thing I like about our flight, especially being on a regional, there's not too much extra going on, not even extracurricular activities. For the most part, all the passengers are just chilled. They're laid back. They go to sleep. They want their snacks. They read. It's not too much extra going on. We, like I said, some people have been in this business 20 years working for the same company for a regional. They've never had a medical experience, medical emergency or anything like that. They've never experienced an emergency landing. They never experienced anything. And I like that. Nobody wants to do paperwork. Nobody wants to have a medical emergency and possibility of somebody might die on a flight. I don't think anybody wants that. So I like that part about our job. It's just that for the most part, I will say the most part, because you have some exceptions to it, everybody's pretty laid back and pretty chilled. So, and just like today was a real easy day. We left Bloomington to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Knoxville. Knoxville's a 30-minute flight. So I was done before 12 today again. And I don't have to get up early in the morning. My report time is not until 7:45. So that's really good. And what's here in Knoxville, you want to know? Well, for one thing, University of Tennessee is here in Knoxville. Dolly Parton, I think it's her museum or her resort is here as well. There's a bunch, and to the cabins, the national park. Also, HGTV headquarters is here. And there's a nuclear plant here too as well. But there's amongst a lot of other things here, but those are the main things from me talking to passengers, and that's how I get what is in these places that we visit. Is I just ask the passengers, hey, what is here? Like, why is everybody here? And they'll just go, trust me, they love to talk about where they're from. They'll be happy to tell you, oh yeah, this is here, this is, But today is gonna be, I'm trying to go downstairs and work out. They don't have weights. They do have a treadmill. Hopefully it's not broken. They used to take us to Planet Fitness because they had a membership with Planet Fitness, but something happened with the van, got stuck in traffic. So now that's out the table. They can't take us. Now we can still go to Planet Fitness, but it's an Uber ride on us. And we still get in free since we're staying here. So I'll probably run on the treadmill, come back and do some sit-ups and push-ups in my room, and watch some Hulu, Disney Plus, or Netflix, whatever one, because it's a long day.
and I have all day to do whatever here. So, but tomorrow's go home day, and then I'm off for a week. I do plan on going somewhere, traveling. I will vlog it, but I'm not going to say where yet because I don't want to give it away, and I don't want to jinx it because we do fly standby, and sometimes you can jinx it by talking about it. So I'm not going to say anything about it just yet. But if I don't talk to y'all before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you, your family. Hope you enjoy it, or wherever you may be. If you're not, if you're on a trip, I do apologize. You know, I'm there in spirit, you know, and I'm eating for you in spirit. But I do hope you get to be with your family soon. So y'all have a good day.
I'm a traveling man, moving through places, space and time. Got a lot of things I got to do, but God willing, I'm coming back to you.